Hey gang, from soggy North Texas there. We're finally getting some much needed rain, I'll tell you. Well, I've had a request to do a video blog on a very sensitive subject. It has probably just about as many variables, perceptions, and ideologies as pretty much anything else out there that's belief oriented. And that is life after death, reincarnation. Is there ever really even death, or is it simply moving forward? Well, from my own perception, my own belief, things I've seen in meditation and in astral, I definitely believe in a life after death, if you will. I've also seen signs of what's universally known as purgatory, except purgatory is more of a halfway point. It's a sitting point where you're stuck neither moving forward and not coming back in reincarnation, as it were. Purgatory is where you either sit and await judgment of counsel, or it's where you are stuck living out karma of a particular lifetime therein for so many years, watching your family members and your loved ones grow old and die. I've seen in the astral some people that are some spirits that are stuck in astral, or in purgatory, sorry, for 100 years, 150, 200, 500 years, whatever. Generation after generation of family being watched, and you cannot communicate with them. You can't talk to them, you can't interact with them. The only thing you can do is watch. Now, to me, that I could imagine that being a personal hell, as it were. And of course, in this lifetime, or in any lifetime, we're not allowed to be born with forward memories of past lifetimes. Most of us aren't anyway. Every once in a while you hear of those rare cases where a child is born with prior lifetime memories. But a lot of times, unfortunately, those are programmed, beaten, or counseled out of the child. So the child ends up growing up confused, disoriented, and sometimes a sociopath. But that's way totally on another topic. Is there life after death? Well, it's not even a shaman thing that all shamans believe one way or the other. It's a personal belief, it's a personal philosophy, and it's a very personal thing how you feel about life after death. Like I say, I personally feel like there is a purgatory, and then there is reincarnation, and then there is spirit guide. I personally believe that when this body dies in this lifetime, whether cremated, buried, ritual fire, whatever, your body goes back to the earth. It goes back to where it came from. It turns back into dirt, as it was.
Watch out. Vehicle stopped on shoulder ahead.
And it's in that where the next step is to sit in purgatory and await judgment of counsel. Once judgment is passed by counsel, you're either reincarnated to learn more, reincarnated to relive and redo lessons that you should have learned in this lifetime? Or you're passed forward for spirit guide, which personally I feel like I am nowhere near. Or like I said, you're stuck in purgatory for one set, for a set of years or whatever, what have you. But that, again, that's my own personal thing. Now, those of us with loved ones that are terminally ill, it's real hard for us from time to time to accept that loved ones are going to pass on.
Watch out. Hazard reported ahead.
It's hard for us as humans to realize and accept our own mortality, especially as we get older. I know at my age, and I'm not that old, but at my age, it is very difficult sometimes for me to admit my own mortality, and that there's going to come a time where this body is going to pass forward. It's going to pass on. I know this. I accept it. I deal with it. But the human side of me always wonders, what's next? What's going to happen? But we cannot allow it to control or consume our lives because of the other issues that it will cause. And I promise you, if you allow yourself to be consumed with death, it will cause issues in your life. I've seen it happen too many times.
Hazard reported ahead.
So, with that in mind, it actually comes down to acceptance. And that is the key, as I've always taught all of my students. The key to life and the key to a good life is acceptance. Accepting those things which we cannot change, which we cannot do anything about. And it kind of goes all the way back to the Serenity Prayer. Change the things you can, and accept the things you can't, and ask for the wisdom to know the difference. That is held very true in the life after death discussion and in the reincarnation discussion. Now, that leads me into the next section of the reincarnation discussion. What do we come back as? Do we come back as a rock? Maybe. Do we come back as an animal? Possibly. Do we come back as another human? Also very probable. Personally, I believe that humans are reincarnated as humans. Now, that's probably going to cause a debate, because I know a lot of people that believe that a human will come back as an animal, and an animal will come back as a human. We could come back as a blade of grass, whatever. But again, I preface it with my personal belief is that humans come back as humans. Brand new spirits are born every day. Those are those spirits that have never been here before. They're either split off of another spirit, or they're just a brand new spirit that's starting completely over from scratch. Then you have those very old spirits, those spirits that are working their way to spirit guide. So, reincarnation, it is very easy to again become consumed with what you came back from, what you used to be in a past life, and what you will come back as again. Who the hell knows? I don't, you don't, nobody really knows for sure. And being a shaman, we work and live with a scientific mind. We're very spiritual individuals, but we also like the science base. So you'll see a lot of my blogs and videos combined with science and combined with science philosophy. And if I can be proven wrong scientifically, I will concur and I will admit, rock on, I learned something new. But I say to those who listen to my videos, do not tell me I'm wrong unless you can prove I'm wrong scientifically. So, there you go. I hope it was of some help. And I hope that you don't allow the death and the reality of death consume you. Allow life to consume you. Allow moving forward and going on to consume you. Positive is always better than negative. So with that, I wish you well. I wish you blessings on the upcoming holiday season. Whatever holiday you follow, be safe for sure. Have a great evening and blessings to you all.